guys, welcome back to Sgcarmart Reviews. I'm Zixuan and I'm now in the Beijing Motor Show 2024. I've actually noticed a booth that really piqued my interest. Let's go have a look at it right now. Let's go. We are now at XPENG's booth in Beijing Motor Show 2024, where they have just presented about some exciting news about the company. So the first thing is their AI technology. XPENG uses a deep learning neural network to teach this AI to drive autonomously. So with this technology, they are expecting them to surpass all other Chinese brands in the next year in the field of autonomous driving. XNGP is XPENG's latest autonomous driving system. Supported by its full scenarios surrounding reality technology, XPENG's cars with XNGP can accurately detect an area of 12,000 square meters using its LiDAR sensors and high-definition cameras. This is equivalent to the size of 1.8 football fields. As a result, XNGP allows the car to perceive the actual road traffic conditions and react to it just like how a human driver would. Powered by XPENG's AI Deep Learning Neural Network, the AI system powering XNGP will be able to learn from situations on the road, just like a human driver, and improve tremendously over time. AI technology can also be found in XPENG's lovable voice-activated assistant, Xiaopi. This clever system is able to accurately detect voice commands and narrow it down to the exact seat position it came from.
你好，小 P，
3排请说。
导航到奥沙岛。
后排不支持导航相关功能，请让前排乘客操作下吧。
你好，小 P，
怎么了？
导航到二沙岛。
好的。我们去第几个呢？
第一个。
Feeling cold while driving? Just let Xiaopi know and he'll turn up the temperature for you. You could even have a brief chat with Xiaopi if you want to. So are you already very excited about the AI technology? There's actually more than that. So XPENG is also working on flying cars. Today at their booth, they have a supercar looking flying car that actually have retractable blades, almost like an helicopter or a drone kind of design, where this flying car can transform and fly off. Well, but that is still currently a concept. We have actually seen an actual working flying car in the last couple of days as well. So yeah, take a look at those clips. So XPENG Aero is actually an affiliate of XPENG that focus on building flying cars. Well, right behind me, there is the XPENG X2 flying car. It is the 5th generation of flying car that they have been working on. The XPENG X2, I've been told that it can fly for 25 minutes, hit a top speed of 130 km per hour, and reach a height of 1,000 meters. So what is a flying car like this good for? Well, you can imagine it can be good for medical transport, it can be good for sightseeing, it can also be good for short distance traveling, like a taxi in the future maybe.
请问有什么感想吗？快点讲一下。Right.
Everything is carbon fiber. This is all carbon fiber. The entire thing is built on carbon fiber. So it must be really, really lightweight. And wow, just now while it was flying off, the wind was so strong. I felt like my shirt was almost going to get blown away while I was watching it fly out. So now we are in a flying car simulator room. This is where you get to try the simulation of the flying car. So as you can see, the entire setup is a full motion rig with a surrounding display over here. Well, the sense of realism is really there. It's very immersive. Even just standing here, I'm not even inside the flying car simulator. I can really feel a little bit nauseous already. Yeah. Alright, now that's my turn. I actually have a driving simulator at home, but I can definitely tell you that this is something else altogether. The flying car simulator is controlled by a single joystick, which is how the actual flying car will be operated in manual mode as well. It doesn't take long for me to realize that I have to be gentle with my inputs if I didn't want it to feel like a roller coaster ride. While I am only operating a flying car virtually, it seems that people would be able to do it in real life really soon. I've been told that XPENG is planning to start deliveries of its modular flying car in Q4 2025. That's just over a year away from now. But the flying car simulator isn't the only thing that we flew all the way from Singapore to Guangzhou and then to Beijing for. So we are here to learn more about XPENG as a brand, to find out how they build their cars. So we visited their factory, to find out how they design their cars. So we've also visited their HQ. And the most important thing is we are here to drive and experience the XPENG G6, which will be coming to Singapore in Q3 2024. That's in a couple of months' time, really soon. Now we'll share with you what we have experienced in these past few days for you to have a look for yourself. In case you aren't familiar with the brand, XPENG is a technology company founded in 2014. It specializes on mobility solutions that include high-tech EVs, autonomous driving systems, and even cars that fly. During our trip to Guangzhou, we visited XPENG's headquarters, which looks like a pleasant place to work in. There's even a 3-story tall slide. Attached to XPENG's HQ is a showroom with the latest XPENG cars on display. Of course, it includes the G6, the X9, and the legendary P7i with its wing doors. We also visited the birthplace of XPENG cars. Yes, XPENG is a full-fledged car manufacturer with its own complete production line. Over here, we saw the massive integrated die casting machines with clamping force up to a world-leading 16,000 tons. These are used to produce the die-casted chassis components of the SEPA 2.0 platform. We also saw the metal stamping machines that makes your traditional sheet metal body work, and also the production line with robots that welds these parts together to create cars such as the G6. So now we have some alone time with the G6, let's go and take a closer look and find out what is interesting about the exterior design and the interior design of the XPENG G6. As you can see, the G6, it has a very slick and smooth body line. So what the designer actually thought of when they are designing this is based on fluid design, the shape of a water droplet. That is why they managed to get such a slick shape out of this car. Being a coupe SUV design, it has a liftback-like design. So over at the rear of the G6, the designers actually made a very smart little move. So they actually used a body-colored C-pillar that tapers downward to give the car that smooth, slick liftback silhouette design, and yet it doesn't encroach into your rear headroom by much because the actual roofline is actually taller, but it is painted in black to actually conceal it and mimic a very slick roofline. So this is the result. You get headroom, yet you get design as well. The G6 has 571 litres of boot space. That is quite a lot of space. So if you were to see our anti-trolley test or our suitcase luggage test, this thing will definitely pass it, no issues at all. And you still can knock down the seats to expand the boot space to a maximum of 1,374 litres. You can probably fit a bicycle in there pretty easily. Inside the car now, as you can see, there is a lot of legroom over here because this car has an ultra long wheelbase of 2,890mm. Yes, a lot of legroom over here. And as I mentioned, the designers have actually managed to get a coupe tail end without encroaching in the headroom. So there is a lot of headroom. I'm just 1.7 meters tall, but probably someone that is 1.8 or 1.9 will still fit in pretty nicely. And my most important, or rather my favorite feature of this car is the rear seats backrest. They can actually be adjusted by quite a fair bit. So look at this. You can actually sit very comfortably. The back row can be folded down nicely, can be reclined nicely, and yes, this is what you need. Now let's jump to the front seat. The first thing that I noticed in the front seat is this steering wheel design. This is one of the simplest designs that I've seen. You don't have thousands or hundreds of buttons over here or many stocks or anything. Two simple stock, a steering, two knobs over here for you to adjust the volume and stuff. So it's all very easy to use and very simple to operate. In the XPENG G6, everywhere I touch is either leather, some sort of leather-like material, soft touch, or some nice fabric that is almost suede-like, mostly all covered up and very nicely made. So wireless charging, yeah, many cars have wireless charging, but this car, it has two wireless charging pads over here. So if you are the passenger, you can just charge your phone, the driver can still leave the phone there, you can both charge your phones on the go. Very human-centric interior design. So now I'm behind the wheel of the XPENG G6, and this is the performance variant, which means that it comes with dual motor, there's 480 brake horsepower, and there's 660 Newton meters of torque. What this means is that this car can go from 0 to 100 km per hour in just 3.9 seconds. The car is easy to drive, the steering weight actually is very light. Depending on from drivers to driver, it can actually be a good thing or a bad thing, but I would say it is definitely easy to drive. One of the main technology that went into the G6 is the XPENG's SEPA 2.0 platform. So this is a modular platform that allows them to build different kind of car based on this platform. So you can have an SUV like this, you can have an MPV, you can have a sedan, it can all be built on a SEPA 2.0 platform. But what's really amazing about this technology is it uses die casting technology for the chassis. By using die casting methods, instead of using many little metal pieces to weld together to create a certain part of the chassis, SEPA 2.0 with this die casting method, it allows you to create this chassis component in just one single piece. So this simplifies manufacturing and makes it easier and quicker for them to manufacture these cars. The most important point when it comes to driving the car is that it allows weight saving and it makes the parts stiffer and stronger as well. So all this translates to a chassis that is stiffer, which gives it better body control, and the lighter weight also means that you get more range out of it. And for electric car, that is very important. You want maximum range. Now, of course, there's a performance aspect to it as well. So along with the die-casted chassis technology, Sgcar 2.0 also have a cell-integrated body design, so it integrates the battery into the chassis of the car to once again increase the stiffness of the car. There is another important thing to note about the Sgcar 2.0 platform. So it is a 800 volt high voltage platform. So you can actually charge this car from 10% battery to 80% battery in just less than 20 minutes time. Another interesting point about the G6 is that it is equipped with XPENG's XNGP system. XNGP, you can think of it as pretty much almost fully autonomous driving. It's not like your lane keep assist or anything. You just have to set your destination and then you activate XNGP. The car will pretty much drive itself all the way to the destination like a human driver. This is an AI technology that has been trained to detect the behavior of other road users, just like you and me as a driver. The car actually learned over the years. So I shall show a little bit about how it works. So I just need to press down on the right hand stalk over here just 2 times and it will be activated. The car will pretty much drive itself. You should still hold on to the steering wheel, but when it is working, the car is actually driving itself. So even if I were to just let go of my hands, I don't even need to brake as well. So the car will actually detect the car in front that is stopped. It will brake. You see, it will even change the lane for me. This is something that you wouldn't find in other cars. Not many cars can do this kind of thing. It even changes the lane appropriately, come to a stop at the traffic light, all without me even touching the steering wheel. I'm not even stepping on the brake. So this is quite incredible. The car is driving itself. So this Xiaopi virtual assistant, you can't even call it a virtual assistant because it doesn't only do assistant jobs. You don't just give him commands and he does it for you. You can actually have a friendly chat with Xiaopi. So I'm gonna give it a try and see whether he can entertain me. So, 你好小 P，
我在，
今天心情怎么样？
有你在，我心情还能不好呀？
太会说话了吧你。So this is my experience of driving the XPENG G6 in China. So I'm really excited to drive this car in Singapore. I've been told that the car will reach Singapore in around Q3 this year. So that's actually quite soon. And of course, right now, Xiao P, you have to speak to him in Chinese. I've been told that when it comes to Singapore, the car will be localized. You can actually speak to him in English. So I would really love to give that a try. Before we end this video, I would like to thank XPENG for flying us all the way from Singapore to China for this amazing experience. I can't wait for the launch of the G6 in Singapore and finally all the other cars from XPENG's range in Singapore as well. I'm Zhixian in Beijing right now. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on TikTok at Sgcarmart. See you at the next video. Bye! Our pilot ready to fly off. That they are 我要在新加坡